Welcome back to the Designer's Guide to Electrofolio. Part 6. How to link pages. In this tutorial, we're going to look at creating links on custom pages, allowing you to add links to other pages or to create links directly to galleries, bypassing the top level of the My Work structure. This is useful, for example, if you want to create a customized home page. Let's see what our demo site looks like so far. Click on Live Preview. Here we have the entry page we created in earlier tutorials. You'll notice that you can click anywhere on the page to go to the top level of the portfolio inside, i.e. the whole page is a link to My Work. This is the default for an entry page when there are no other links on the page and we have uploaded at least one slide. Now let's try something else. Let's add some links on the page that go directly inside each of the two galleries we have. This will make the entry page function a bit more like a home page. We named it Home in the navigation after all. It will also mean we can bypass the top level of My Work, thus making it quicker for visitors to access your work. Quicker by one click, in fact. Right, start by going back to the editor and go to the Content Manager, which, if you remember, is where all content is kept. Here's where the custom pages are stored. We'll just refer to them as pages. Remember not to confuse them with slides or galleries. Here's the entry page we want to edit. Double-click on it. Now, take a link from the Drag and Drop Components palette and drop it on the page. A pop-up appears. We're going to make this link go to the Colors gallery in the portfolio. The first thing we need to do is give the link a name. So let's put Go to Colors Gallery. Don't close the pop-up yet, we're not finished. The link destination hasn't been set up yet. Even though it's pretty clear we want to link to the Colors gallery from the name, remember the system doesn't understand any human language, so we have to show it where it needs to link to. We do this by clicking here. Top text shows where the link is pointing to. As you can see, it's not pointing to anything. We can set it up using one of the 4 buttons underneath. Let's go through what they are all for. This one adds an internal link, i.e. it links to another page within your Electrofolio site. This is the one we want, but let's look at the others while we're here. You would use the second one to link to an external website or file. The third one makes an email link. We'll come back to this later. The fourth one has the same effect as the default situation on an entry page. It takes you to the top level of My Work. So, as we want to link to a gallery inside our site, that's the first button. Internal link. Now, you should recognize this. It's a mini version of your Content Manager. We want to link to the Colors gallery, so just click here once to select it and click this button below. Now the pop-up closes and we can see that the link goes to the gallery we want. Click OK. And OK again. We'll come back in a second and position the link properly on the page. But first, let's click Save and then Live Preview to check that the link is working. OK, here it is. When we click, it goes directly to the gallery as planned. Good. OK, let's go back to position it properly. It's easier to work at real scale when positioning type, so click on Toggle to Real Scale. Now let's say we wanted to line it up exactly under the title. Move it first by eye. Now click on the title, just once to select it. And look at the information displayed here on the Components palette. Here we have the X and Y coordinates of this text box. X is how many pixels are on the screen from the edge of the page to the left edge of the text box. Y is how many pixels from the top of the screen to the top of the box. To line up the link exactly, we just have to take a mental note of the X coordinate of the title, this number, and click on the link again. And if the X value doesn't match, then use the arrow keys on your keyboard to nudge it across a pixel at a time until the X coordinate matches. That's it. OK. Now we have a problem because the text is too pale for this background. So, to change it, double-click to edit, and click on this button. In the colour swatch, we'll pick another colour that will stand out. Then click OK. Good, but now we need to edit the rollover colour. This is the colour the link will go when people roll over it with the mouse. If we leave it as is, it won't show up properly. Here's a tip. You only need to make the colour slightly different from the link colour. So let's choose a darker version of the colour we chose before. Let's copy the colour we have in standby. Let's see what colour we are using here. We need to open the colour options, and then click here to open this tab. See this number right here? It's called hex color number. Let's copy it. Right click, copy. Now we have to paste it into the rollover colour hex number. This is the current colour. Let's replace it. Paste. Now let's make it brighter or darker with this control. That'll do. Click OK. We're not finished quite yet. Let's add some tracking to the text so it matches the title better. Now click OK. Good. Now let's quickly do the exact same process to create a link to Gallery 2 and put it underneath. OK, done. Finally, let's say you want an email link on the page, i.e. when someone clicks on it, it will paste their email address directly into the address field of their email program. Drag another link from the Components palette. Let's just write email me, as you may not want to show the actual address in the text. Don't worry about placing your email in your site. Electrofolio fights spam robots using advanced techniques of obfuscation. Now to set up the link, click here. And this time we need the email button. Here. And now just type your email address here. Apply the changes, and again. Now let's add just a bit more tracking. That'll do. OK. This time, let's say you want the link to be underlined. Do this. Select the title, like so. And now click this button. And click OK. Now we can position it where we want. Let's say in the corner. Click once, then drag it from the center. But wait, it snaps to the edge, so we can't get it right in the corner. You just have to resize the box first by dragging the handle like this. Now try. Good. Done. Click Save, and now let's admire our work. Here we have our new homepage complete with links. That almost brings us to the end of this tutorial. There's another situation when you might need to add links. Biography page. Now, let's say we wanted to add a link from within this paragraph of text. We'll learn how to do that and more advanced text editing tips in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.